broadcasting sports. It's time for Pierre Governor Sports on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. The Pierre Governors are brought to you by Bank West, Allied Plumbing, Beck Motors, Home Care Services, Venture Communications, Velos Pharmacy, Todd's Electric, State Farm Insurance, CHS River Plains, and Xander Auto Parts.
Coming out the timeout, Elijah Bucci with the snap. He goes left side. Down to the end zone. He's in! Touchdown, Governors! They've got the lead with 8 seconds to go.
And by Wheelhouse Auto Body, Slumberland, SD Savin, Shane's Pharmacy, Kathy Sun and Shine Properties, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, First Fidelity Bank, Country Carpet and Flooring, and Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping.
This will be tapped over. See if the Governors again can take advantage of it. Waldron set for Cronin. There's your win. In set one, 32-30. Campbell Cronin with 8 kills in the first set.
And by Wagner Auto, Sanford Clinic, the South Dakota Office of Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection, American Family Insurance Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, Envirotech, First National Bank, and Faith Lutheran Church. As the Governors get across midfield, LaRush now with some open space looking to send one through forward for Aharts. It comes in. Aharts, he scores! Keith Aharts from LaRush, and it's a 1-0 lead. And by Cougar Climate Systems, River Bottom Sanitation, Rising Hope Counseling, Pizza Ranch, Olson Plumbing, Dakota Storm Roofing, Ferding Electric, James Valley Landscaping, Lamb Motors, May Adam, and First Dakota National Bank. Sheldon will lose the ball. The Pierre Governors, they fall on it. They're going to the Dome. The Governors score with 8 seconds remaining, and they win it 14-9. And by Oahe Federal Credit Union, Missouri River Dentistry, Cougar Contracting, Karsten Erickson Roofing, Gales Gas, Edward Jones Financial, and First United Methodist Church. And now to the booth with the call of the game and the voice of the Pierre Governors, John Winkler.
And a good evening as we welcome you here to Washington High School as the Pierre Governors start homecoming week volleyball side of things. 3 games this week. One will be at home on Thursday for their homecoming match, but they first start off against the powerful Washington Warriors, who are always a struggle, always a tough team to try and beat every single year. This Washington Warriors team is one of the top teams in the state. This year is no different. May look a little bit different and have some different names than last year did, but they're still one of the best as they're 4-1 of the season. Their lone loss to Aberdeen Central in 5 sets so far as they, again, come in at 4-1. They have Harrisburg coming up next week, and for Washington, they can't allow that to be something that gets in the way of getting ready for this game or getting ready for their next games. They got Aberdeen Central, they lost to Watertown in 5 sets. They have Aberdeen Central coming up on Thursday, and then next week, Tuesday, against Harrisburg. They can't lower the focus, and if they do, the Pierre Governors have to take advantage of something like that tonight. They have to be able, if Washington comes out flat, getting ready, still thinking about next week, Tuesday, against Harrisburg, one of the best teams in the country. That'll be on the road next Tuesday. If they do that, the Governors have to take advantage of it. Now, the flip side of everything for all of that, the Governors are going to they're also going to look different than what they looked like this weekend. Paige Sporer gets hurt. She's out for the rest of the year. A couple of players won't be in tonight. A different rotation. Sierra Prunty moves up to varsity. She's going to get some playing time. Looks like she's going to be able to start in this varsity game. And there's just going to be a lot of different roles for girls to step into. And while all of it is, coming from negative things, you turn it into a positive. Be able to step into those new roles. Maybe it's a little bit refreshing for some girls, whether they want to be in that spot or not. because of the injury. They don't want to be in that spot, but maybe they can take advantage of they have to take advantage of being in that spot. And the Governors have an opportunity to come in and look a lot different on film. They will look a lot different on what they do on film to the Washington Warriors. And if they can handle things and do things well, all of a sudden Washington's going to be trying to figure out exactly what the Pierre Governors are throwing at them. And that's always, a team that is lower than you in the standings. The pressure is on the higher ranked team to come out and play well. The Governors obviously have pressure to come out and play well. They feel like they should be winning some more volleyball games than what they've had. But the Washington Warriors will have the pressure on them to make sure that they try and win a volleyball game tonight against the Pierre Governors, who are well below them in the standings right now. But a win like this catapults you way up in the standings and leaves you up farther in the standings, regardless of how the rest of the season goes. But the Governors do take on this Washington Warrior team. They'll be home against the Lincoln Patriots on Thursday, and then will travel to T on Saturday before then having a 14-day break, and they will not play until the 2 Saturdays from then, which is a long time to be off of volleyball and games, especially having a 3-game week and then not having anything for the next 2 weeks. So Governors want to play 3 solid volleyball games going into that. It's basically a bye week almost, like you would have in football, but a long layoff that, you want to play good going into it, and then you can come out playing good as well. Well, the Govs have 3 games this week to get to that point, and all 3 of them will be very tough challenges, especially then you get to T on Saturday, who has not won a game as of yet. You have to make sure you beat them, and that will be, that's a major game for both those teams to try and get wins if they want to, right now, make the Sodak 16. But Pierre feels like they can win several games. Felt like they maybe could have won a couple other games that they didn't so far to this point in the season. And this Governor team is going to come in here and play with the house's money right now. Washington, I don't think there's anybody in the state that will expect the Pierre Governors to knock off the Washington Warriors, but all it takes is those girls that'll be on the left side of your court that are right now wearing the green jerseys in the sophomore game that are still playing and wrapping up. That's the only 6 girls in that court, and the rest of the players and coaches that are on the bench, they're the ones that believe they can make it happen against this Warrior team tonight. We're going to talk with both coaches, both Kelly Schroeder of the Washington Warriors and then Kerry Wheelhouse of the Pierre Governors. We'll talk with both on the way coming up here in just a little bit. We will step aside and come back with those conversations back in 3 minutes here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre is proud to sponsor today's game. Whether you're in the market for a brand new Ford, Lincoln, or Toyota, or a quality pre-owned vehicle, our team is here to get you back on the road in style. From tough trucks to family SUVs, we've got the selection you need and the hometown service you deserve. Browse online anytime at CapitalCityFordToyota.com. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, where community drives us forward.
Planting for next year is right around the corner, but do you know how much nutrients your crops will need? Fall soil sampling with CHS River Plains can help you look at each field's nutrient carryover, provide you with a more accurate farm plan, and allow you to take a position on those nutrients needed when you see fit. Plus, it'll make your life easier next spring when the planters are ready to roll and you don't have to wait. Contact your local CHS River Plains agronomist today, and we'll get the pickup headed your way.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisors understand this. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Governor Athletics on KCCR. Go Govs! For all your investment needs, call or stop by one of our offices to visit with your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
People helping people.
Have you
you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up all online. New or used, shop for it all online anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
Is it time for a fresh look underfoot? Tired of worn out carpets or outdated flooring? Then you need to visit Country Carpet and Flooring in Pierre. We're your local experts for every style. From plush carpets and durable laminates to elegant hardwoods and luxury vinyl. Discover hundreds of options from top name brands, all with our friendly expert service. Visit Country Carpet and Flooring at 414 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre or call us at 605-224-9297. Country Carpet and Flooring. Your floor, your style, our expertise.
As we welcome you back to the pregame show here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Join me is Coach Kelly Schroeder of the Washington Warriors. Coach, you come in here against this Pierre Governor team coming at 4-1. Still early on in the season, but what stands out about your team that you've seen so far this year?
We just really gelled together. This hasn't been a group that we've had to kind of force a lot of stuff on. They've just kind of found their own little niche, and we didn't know what was going to happen. We graduated some seniors last year that had a lot of playing time and experience and kind of led the team for the last few years. But everybody's kind of found their way and how they lead the team, and that's been awesome to see.
Again, only 5 games. You're building to try to get to the state tournament, try and win the state championship. Over the first 5 games, what stands out that the Washington Warriors need to be better at going forward as the not necessarily the second half of the season quite yet, but as the season continues to roll on?
Just controlling chaos has been a big thing, and that's honestly volleyball in a nutshell is chaos and controlling that. So we got to do a better job when we're out of system of attackers stepping up and defenders coming in and setting that second ball. But I like where we're at. I think we're working on that stuff in practice and trying to throw drills at them that put them in chaos, and they have to try and figure out how to alleviate that. So I'm hoping that we can do that this week in the 2 matches that we have leading up to a big match next week on Tuesday against Harrisburg.
This Pierre Governor team, they're coming in. What have you seen from them on film? Will they try and create chaos for you guys?
I was talking with Carrie a little bit, and I know they got some injuries going on, but they're going to come in and they're going to throw different things at us. We got to show up, and I watched a little bit of film, but really we're kind of at the point in the season where we got to take care of our side too. So I'm not reading into too much with film or with record. One thing that we've talked about to start is doesn't matter if we're up 1-0 or 2-0. Like we're playing every point as if it's 0-0. We're playing for the next point, and we can't. We've kind of had some games this year where we've won big and then we come out flat because we think we have that victory. So we just got to play each point as if it's 0-0.
So then I guess really, a lot of times I ask about how key a good start is. How key is a good middle part of the game for this Washington Warrior team to be able to continue, if winning or not winning, be able to push yourselves into that winning that second or third set?
Yeah, it's going to be huge because I think that's just been one thing that we've struggled at. We've gone out and we've won the first set in most of our matches, and then we kind of take a step back. So that's going to be a big push for us tonight. If we end up going out 1-0 and we take care of business in the first set, we got to come back and we got to do the same thing. We can't let off the gas. We need to get used to having to have that pedal to the floor because we're going to play some really good teams. There's a lot of really good teams in AA that we haven't seen yet, and we're going to have to be consistent with that.
This Washington Warrior program over the last 5, close to 10 years, a lot of really tall girls, a lot of really great volleyball players and athletes have come through this system and have gone to play high Division I volleyball. What can the Pierre Governor fans expect, maybe watching this game on YouTube or listening to this game? Is it the same kind of height? Is the height kind of maybe a little bit down now? But what can we expect from Washington?
Yeah, we definitely don't have as tall of a team as we've had in the past. I know our 2018 team, our shortest girl was 5'10", and she was our libero. But yeah, definitely not as tall. But we do still have some length. We got a right side Dana Harp she's just long and tall. She's got long arms, long reach. We got 2 middles that are a little bit taller, but again have some reach and some speed. Maybe a little bit undersized on the outside, and maybe that's a change from the last few seasons. But girls that can still reach high and can elevate and put the ball away on the outside too. So maybe a little bit shorter, but still just some athletic players that are going to get up and get hands over the net and try and get touches.
Then overall here, we'll wrap up. Biggest key for the Washington team to get a win tonight?
Ball control. We need to be in system more than we're out of system, and really try and work on our in-system offense. We've been out of system for the last 5 games, so we got to just try and find that rhythm and be in system. And we got to serve tough. That's just always a big thing over the last few years is finding that balance, and we've been working on it and struggling with it a little bit these first few games. But we got to serve tough, and we got to be consistent with it. So the last couple practices, we've done some different things where it's find that balance. We got to be consistent.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Good luck tonight, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
As head coach Kelly Schroeder, the Washington Warriors back with more of the pregame show next year on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Have you assessed the condition of your roof at your home or business? Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters can help. Since 2010, Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters has been helping their customers in Pierre, Fort Pierre, and all surrounding areas. With over 20 years experience, the professionals at Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters know how to get the job done. Specializing in all types of roofing, they'll make sure to find the right fit for you and your home. Give them a call at 605-280-9797 or get a free quote on their website at dakotastormroofing.com. Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters. Reliable roofing for your peace of mind.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back, the sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebind Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
At Wheelhouse Auto Body, we believe in treating our customers and their cars like family. Our service-focused team has over 50 years combined experience in the automotive repair industry. If you have a vehicle, big or small, that needs some TLC, Wheelhouse Auto Body team is ready to take care of you. Visit Wheelhouse Auto Body at 720 North Garfield or contact us at 605-494-0436. Wheelhouse Auto Body of Pierre.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
For over 60 years, Ferding Electric has been powering homes and businesses across central South Dakota. When you need reliable electrical service, trust the experts with decades of experience. Whether it's a simple residential repair, a complex commercial installation, or even electrical work on your farm, Ferding Electric has you covered. And if you're tired of searching everywhere for that hard-to-find bulb, Ferding Electric carries a wide selection of bulbs, including those hard-to-find fluorescent and specialty options. Visit us at 2903 East Elizabeth Street or call today, 605-224-8684. Venture Communications has deep roots in rural South Dakota. Venture now proudly provides fiber to the home with 100% of our customers, enabling them to enjoy super fast and reliable internet connections. We'd like the opportunity to keep you in touch with the people and resources that matter most. 100% fiber and 100% committed to rural South Dakota. Call Venture Communications today at 605-852-2224, 605-852-2224, or online at venturecom.net.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health care is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner, they will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
As we welcome you back to the pregame show here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Joining me is Coach Gary Wilhouse of the Pierre Governors. Coach, you come in here, it starts homecoming week, but you're on the road to start. You'll get your home game on Thursday, but Washington's that first opponent, always a very dangerous team. They've won multiple state championships. I mean, they've been in the top 3 to 4 for the last probably 10-plus years now. It's a challenging game. You know, it's always a challenging game, regardless of the opponent. But this Washington team, what kind of stands out to you the most when you get into this game tonight?
Yeah, some of the stuff that I've seen on film from them is just, you know, they kind of spread the ball all over. They don't really have some really strong pin hitters right now, and so they kind of move it everywhere. They hit out of the back row, middle, right side, left side, everywhere. So we've just got to be ready for that attack from every direction and just be ready to pick it up.
Paige Sporer got hurt last Saturday. She is out and unfortunately will miss the rest of the season. So a couple of chances now, you know, whether they wanted to or not to get this type of an opportunity from an injury, they get this opportunity. So you're kind of changing things up a little bit today. And, you know, maybe, again, it's an unfortunate situation, but the excitement now to maybe see a different rotation going into tonight.
Yeah, we've got some different stuff coming tonight. We pulled up one of our JV players. Sierra Prunty's going to come up and play some outside for us tonight. We've got a couple different lineups that we've, you know, are going to play with and see what works for us. Losing Paige this past weekend was a huge heartbreaker for the whole team. She was a great leader on the court, but she's still traveling with us, going to be on the sidelines, still going to be that great supporter, great leader, just not on the court this time.
You know, now key start, I always ask that question, how big is a key start in something like this, you know, whether you have the good start or not, because again, it's the different rotation and girls are kind of maybe getting comfortable in different roles now. Whether you have a good start or not, what's maybe the thought of we have to keep pushing forward if we don't have the good start? How key is it to just push forward and push through this first set?
Yeah, the girls have what they call you'll hear us cheer DOD, which is dig or die, meaning just go out there and play our hearts out. And so that's one thing today, you know, just shake those nerves off, especially for those that haven't seen the varsity court or we play in a little bit of a different rotation, and just be really smart with the ball. And so they're going to go out there, they're going to give it their all. You know, they definitely want to do Paige justice, you know, with fighting for her and doing some wins and pulling this up for, our injured teammate. And so just really going out there, got to play every ball, whether it's, a pretty play or not, ugly, coming at us, whatever it is, we just got to be ready to pick it up.
Again, start homecoming week, be on the road, but how the excitement of maybe some of the girls, or maybe trying to get away from the distractions of homecoming week, how nice is it to maybe be on the road?
Yeah, it's nice to be on the road right now, missing some of the stuff at home, but we've got to get a job done, and I think it's easier for us to be on the road than be at home in front of a big crowd, get one under our belt this week before we're back there on Thursday, and we haven't had a homecoming game for a while, so it's going to be really exciting to be able to be at home and have a homecoming game.
All right, now tonight, biggest key for the Pierre Governors to get a win against Washington?
Just play our game and worry about ourselves and make sure we're playing that dig or die volleyball.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Back with more of the pregame show next year on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
You've changed thousands of diapers, cut hundreds of cross, and played hours of peekaboo and duck duck gray duck because you do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Carrie Bauman will help make it easy and affordable to help protect your family no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Carrie Bauman in Pierre today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hello, friends. This is Pastor Sam at Faith Lutheran Church. We have many blessings to give thanks. A beautiful city on the river, helpful and encouraging friends and neighbors, and of course, our peer athletes. They're the reason for us being here, so let's help them out. I will be praying for our athletes throughout this season. I encourage you to join me in praying for their health and safety as well as their success, both on the field and in the classroom.
We're Faith Lutheran and we are glad you're here.
Did you know it is important for your child to see the dentist at the time their first tooth are up? A healthy smile begins at birth, and there are many variables, from healthy eating habits to good oral hygiene and routine dental care. Hi, I am Dr. Michelle Hofer. At Missouri River Dentistry, we enjoy working with people of all ages. Dentistry is our profession, but people are our focus. I invite families to come experience an office that uses the latest techniques and equipment to be sure you receive that healthy and happy smile. To schedule your appointments for your family, call us at 223-2021. Kids love us, parents trust us.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. You'll find a great selection of quality new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep vehicles, plus a great selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take good care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and body shop, along with a friendly financing team that'll do their best to get you into your next new or pre-owned vehicle with financing that fits your budget. Wagner Auto is your local family-owned full-service dealership in Pierre. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
Are you building a new home or remodeling the old? Adding a fireplace can make a house a home. Olson Plumbing in Pierre carries a full line of Heat-A-Later fireplaces. Whether your taste is traditional or contemporary, Olson Plumbing has a great selection of Heat-A-Later fireplaces that will fit any style. Whether you're building new or updating, call Olson Plumbing. Heat-A-Later Fireplaces, the first name in fireplaces. Olson Plumbing in Pierre is your source for the industry's largest selection of indoor-outdoor fireplaces, either gas or wood, and outdoor fire pits. Stop by their showroom at 2803 East Wells or give them a call, 224-6436.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping wants to make it easy for you to get that lush green lawn and that yard haven that you've been dreaming of. Visit dakotasprinkler.com to make appointments for sprinkler system spring startup, service calls, fall winterization, and landscaping quotes. Trust Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping's professionals to get you through the planning and installation to make your landscaping needs a reality. Visit dakotasprinkler.com today.
Pizza Ranch in Fort Pierre is a proud supporter of Pierre Governor Sports. Bring your crew to the ranch. We have hot buffet options, including legendary pizza, the country's best chicken, savory sides, nutritious salads, and delicious desserts. Perched right on the river, our Fort Pierre Pizza Ranch is only minutes from the South Dakota State Capitol building and right down the road from where the Pierre Governors play. the Pizza Ranch in Fort Pierre. Go Gals! Larry Fry Heating and Cooling has a new name. Kruger Climate Systems has acquired Larry Fry Heating and Cooling, but it's still the same great service. Your friend Larry Fry is still a manager, and his dedication to providing you with outstanding service remains unwavering. The same quality products and services you have come to expect from Larry Fry Heating and Cooling will continue under the new leadership of Kruger Climate Systems. You can still reach us at 605-224-9548 or email us at ryan@krugercontracting.com. Kruger Climate Systems, your certified Trane and Mitsubishi dealer in Central South Dakota.
Whether you're a first-time buyer looking for a home of your own, or you have an eye on an investment property, First Fidelity Bank has the right mortgage for you. From a vacation home to building your dream house from the ground up. So stop by and get your mortgage loan from us. First Fidelity Bank. First-class banking on a first-name basis. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Online at ffb-sd.com.
As we walk you back, we continue our pregame show here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. The sophomore game just wrapped up as the sophomore girls came back and won set number 2 to force a third set and then win the third one 15-11, and they will take the sophomore game. That's a huge win for the Pierre Governor program with the sophomores battling back to get a win. But that also means for us now that after having to go through 3 sets, we're going to get started closer to 7 o'clock tonight instead of being closer at 6:30 because it is already 6:40 and our scheduled start time was 6:30. So we will not, doesn't look like it. It is not going to happen for a start time on time. It'll be about 7 o'clock when we get rolling. They will have their 15-minute warm-ups. I believe the teacher appreciation night as well. So then they'll have that beforehand. So we're closing in on more looking at 7 o'clock to get things rolling. Let's look at some of the starting lineups, though, as we get set for this contest between the Sioux Falls, Washington, and the Pierre Governors. We'll start with the Pierre Governors. There we'll go with Allie Keys. The 5'8 junior will be a middle hitter this time. Sloan Waldron is a 5'7 senior center right side hitter. Number 8 is Lexus Schleckway, the 5'7 senior defensive specialist, but she will be an outside hitter today. Aston Novotny will move over to a outside hitter. She's just a sophomore. Sierra Prunty, a sophomore, will step into that starting role. Hallie Hart will be the libero for the Governors, a 5'6 senior, and then we'll see either maybe Molly Olson or Marina Bushbaum be the starter, depending on how the rotation looks to get going. Olson, the 5'6 junior setter, and Bushbaum, the 5'9 junior right side hitter. That's your starters for the Pierre Governors. For the Washington Warriors, they will have Jersey Peterson, a sophomore middle hitter. Dana Harp, a senior outside hitter, right side hitter. Number 10, Emily Ackerman will be the senior setter for them. Number 11, Aubrielle Perry, the junior outside right side hitter. Number 13, Chloe Peterson, the junior middle hitter, and Jade Jerry, the junior outside hitter, with Hannah Nesdahl, the senior libero for the Washington Warriors. So at one point you could have Peterson, Jerry, and Perry, and then Nesdahl, or different combination, but you could have 2 Petersons along with Jerry and Perry being on the floor at the same time. So kind of fun, but it is the how the starters look for the Pierre Governors and the Washington Warriors. Again, they're going to have their teacher appreciation night before we get warm-ups rolling. So we'll be about another 15-20 minutes before we get going here tonight between the Pierre Governors and the Washington Warriors. You just heard from both those coaches, and Coach Kelly Schroeder and Carrie Wheelhouse. With a lot at stake tonight, for Washington, they have the potential distraction of Harrisburg. That would be next week, Tuesday, a week from today. That's the circle game on the schedule for just about every team, especially those top 5 teams. They're circling Harrisburg, and they're ready to take on Harrisburg. They have the Pierre Governors tonight at home. They go to Aberdeen Central on the road, and then they go to Harrisburg next Tuesday. So they still have to be focused on a game today against Pierre Governors. The Governors on their side, it's homecoming week. And homecoming, as coaches will say, they're fantastic weeks. They love homecoming week for a lot of different reasons. That is the politically correct answer to say. If you ask coaches as well, and I wouldn't say the honest answer that they don't hate homecoming week by any means, but they understand that comes with the distractions when you're trying to focus on practice. You're trying to get the girls or, football team, soccer team will play on Saturday as well. You're trying to keep them focused on the task at hand, and homecoming can lead to a lot of distractions. Maybe being a road game here today be a good start to that. Coming out away from Pierre, you don't have the distractions. You have the homecoming game on Thursday. That, again, that can lead to some distractions, but it could lead you to having a good game today and bringing that momentum into Thursday. And, like I said, every coach, they love homecoming week. As a teacher, as a coach, they love it. But the coaches also understand that there can be some distractions that come along with it and some negatives that could come along with it. So the Governors don't want that to be the case. You want to enjoy homecoming week in its entirety. You don't want the distractions. You don't want it to come out flat in a homecoming game. Some other times you get a team that's extra motivated during homecoming week, whether it be the football game or now a volleyball game that will be at home on Thursday. Get a little bit extra motivation. That's, you want to use this to your advantage having homecoming week, and don't let anybody come in and spoil a homecoming game of any kind. But tonight it's about the Washington Warriors, and it's about the team that really spreads the ball around. Coach Wheelhouse alluded to it in her pregame interview. Jay Jerry leads the team with 60 kills. Brielle Perry's got 59. Another 52 for Dana Harp. Chloe Peterson still has 38. There are 4 girls in 5 matches so far that have gotten 35-plus kills. And then also Jersey Peterson's got 15. So you have 5 girls with double-digit kills through 5 games, obviously through 5 matches. Obviously 15 isn't a whole lot for Jersey Peterson, but to have 38 through 5, I mean, you're still averaging closer to 8 per game, per match. Everybody is, that's a lot when you look at, 60. That's 12 kills per match for Jay Jerry. Basically, it's 12 for Brielle Perry. Dana Harp's got, 10-plus kills per match. That's, you're looking at a team that's averaging, close to 20 kills per match, more so than just the 40 kills per match. That's, they're looking at that kind of a average per match, having 233 as a total. You're over 40 kills per match. And while maybe for Washington, they're saying, well, we've won 3 straight with 4 sets, and then we lost a 5-set and swept Roosevelt. But that ends to tend to be more points. They don't want to go 4 sets. They want to come out and try and sweep the Pierre Governors. They have not been able to sweep an opponent since that Roosevelt game. But then the backside of Hannah Nesdal, 102 digs so far in the season through 5 games. That's about 20 digs per game. That's a pretty good start for this, for Hannah Nesdal, the senior libero for the Washington Warriors. Pierre Governors on the other side, they're still looking for that first girl to get double-digit kills in a game, but they do spread the wealth around, especially when they're at their best. Regardless of how many kills they have per game, you see 9, almost 10 girls end up with a kill, which is remarkable stat to have that many girls recording stats getting into the scoring for the Pierre Governors. That's a big step for the Pierre Governors to have that many girls. Now, you want those numbers to climb. You want those numbers to keep going up, but you have to be able to continue to share the wealth. You got to be able to have clean hits, and you got to take advantage of it when it happens, because it's not going to happen very often, especially against this Washington Warrior team tonight. You're not going to get the chances. You're not going to get the clean, grade A chances that you would hear in hockey or whatever that other sport might be. When you get a good look and a good opportunity, you have to take advantage of it, because Washington's not going to give you too much tonight, nor will those top teams in the state. I mentioned before the Pierre Governors, they will be at home on Thursday against the Lincoln Patriots, and then they'll be on the road to T-Area on Saturday, as that will be Okay, they're recognizing the staff members. They said stand. I was going to pause for the national anthem, but we're not quite there yet. We got to wait till warm-ups are done before we get the national anthem. But the Pierre Governors have 3 games this week. Tonight against Washington, they're at home against Lincoln, and then they'll travel to T for a Saturday afternoon game, which poses its problem. T has not won yet, but you're leaving early to get out for what will be a 12 o'clock start for the JV, 1 o'clock for sophomores, and then 2 o'clock scheduled start for the varsity. 3-hour bus ride. You're leaving about 7:30, maybe 7:30, 7 o'clock, somewhere around there on Saturday, the day after the homecoming football game. So it does, again, create a little bit of distraction and can create somewhat of a negative if you let it. But those Pierre Governors will play those 3 games, and then they're off for 14 days. They don't play till the following 2 Saturdays when they host the Brandon Valley Lynx on October 4th. Then they have another full week off before they take on the Lennox Orioles in a Class AA versus Class A game. Lennox right now is at 8-0 on the season. That'll be a Saturday afternoon game. Then you get Harrisburg at home, Yankton on the road, O'Gorman on a Friday night. That will be, again, after a full week break. And then you get home against Aberdeen, Brookings, and Sioux Falls Jefferson to close out the season. So while the Pierre Governors are 2-5 right now, they will play their 8th game of the season tonight. And if the Govs, if they can get to 3-5, as they sit tied for 16th with the Huron Tigers right now, these are big games because they're going to pick up seed points regardless of the outcome. But by the time this season comes to an end, that's going to be a 50-point win for the Pierre Governors, and they can get that tonight, which will certainly, at that point, pretty much put them into playoff contention or be in the SODAC 16. That's going to be, the big thing. But it comes down to playing a good, full volleyball game for this Pierre Governor team against the Washington Warriors tonight here in Sioux Falls. We'll take another break here in the pregame show, and we're going to be closer to about 7:10 by the time we get started. We're closing in on what will be an hour pregame by the time we get rolling. It's one where we appreciate our sponsors. We got to make sure we hear from those sponsors, but we also, and why we have a lot, so we have to get to it. So we can't wait for the sophomore game to get over. We got to try and get going while the sophomore game's going on, and if it goes into 3, it does take a little bit longer to get rolling. But you're here on KCCR, you're here on YouTube at KCCR Sports. We're glad you're with us. You've been with us here for the last 42 minutes or so, and we're hoping that you stay with us for the next 15 to 20 minutes before we get going tonight and get rolling for this Pierre Governor team taking on the Washington Warriors. We'll step aside for another 3 minutes. We'll come back with more of the pregame show. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Oh, shut the water off! Shut the water off! Oh, don't give me that look. I know you said to call Allied Plumbing and Heating. I read the instructions and I watched a couple of videos. I thought that I had this. Let me watch a couple more videos and I'll take care of it. Just go to your sister's. I'll have it fixed. Hello, Allied Plumbing and Heating. I need your help.
You can rely on your allies at Allied Plumbing and Heating, 605-494-2001.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at EnvirotechWaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
We all want to be happy, but sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides high-quality mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing telehealth, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change.
Hello, I'm Pastor Jeff Lathrop of Pierre First United Methodist Church, and I'd like to invite you to join us in person for worship on Sunday mornings at 8:30 a.m. or 11 a.m. You can also join us on Facebook Live or on KCCR 1240 a.m. or 98.9 FM for our Sunday morning broadcast at 11 a.m. Come worship with us at First and Methodist Church, where you will find open hearts, open minds, and open doors.
River Bottom Sanitation, your locally owned waste management company serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre communities. Contact River Bottom Sanitation for your residential and commercial pickups. Now River Bottom Sanitation is your source for all your roll-off needs. River Bottom Sanitation in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Give them a call for pricing at 605-222-1120. River Bottom Sanitation. That's 605-222-1120. Sanford Health Pierre Clinic provides comprehensive and convenient care to Pierre, South Dakota and its surrounding communities. We care for all your health needs, including preventive care, pediatric health, annual checkups, chronic disease care, and more. Schedule an appointment today at 605-945-5560. Ask about our heart health specialist. Visit this clinic on the second Tuesday of every month. Sanford Health Clinic Pierre, 605-945-5560.
Is your roof ready for the next South Dakota storm? Don't wait till it's too late. For over 25 years, Karsten Erickson Roofing and Construction has been serving Central South Dakota with quality roofing and construction. He has now added gutters. We offer dependable service, guaranteed workmanship, and no unnecessary flash or fuss. Just reliable protection for your home. Karsten Erickson Roofing and Construction. Experience you can trust. Call today, 605-280-8133. Karsten Erickson Roofing and Construction, serving Central South Dakota for over 25 years.
Ready for the biggest savings of the season? The Slumberland Labor Day sale is on now in Pierre. Save big on famous brands like Lazy Boy, Sealy, and Steams & Foster. From living rooms to bedrooms and mattresses to dining sets, the entire store is on sale. Whether you're refreshing one room or the whole house, now is the time to buy and save. Hurry into Slumberland Labor Day sale, 920 North Garfield Avenue on the Truck Bypass in Pierre. We continue here on the pregame show on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. John Wickler on this Tuesday night as the Govs and the Washington Warriors coming up here from Washington High School. We'll go through those starting lineups again here as we continue to get ready. Oh, actually, real quick, I talked about the stats for the Washington Warriors, and they're four girls that have 35-plus kills each. They're service-wise, and Coach Kelly Schroeder talked about being aggressive and also being a team that needs to serve well from the start. They're a team that has got 59 aces. Their efficiency 87%. It's not bad. It's always and we hear it from coaches all the time. You can look like you've played a perfect game on paper, and a coach will still find something. I wouldn't necessarily say to nitpick, but they will find something, got to be better in this area. They're always striving to be a little bit better until you play that final game, until you play that state championship game. Coach Steele has talked about a lot in football. It's, and right now it's the process of getting better football-wise for the first 9 games. Volleyball-wise, it's the process of getting better for the first 20 games, and then you just have to win. Even if you end up not playing your best, you have to win. You want to play good volleyball through the first 20 games, but it's about building that up and then saying, we just have to survive. We have to survive. We should have played and built ourselves up well enough that we can survive anything as the playoffs come through and the playoffs go around. And this Washington Warrior team, they're a team that knows how to get there and knows how to win at the state tournament. Here, Governors have failed the last 2 years to get to the state tournament, and they will be in a tough spot right now. If things don't change, they would be in a tough spot to make the state tournament. But there is a lot of season left at just 2-5 in the season right now, with Washington coming in at 4-1. Okay, let's go through the starting lineups for both these teams. As for the Pierre Governors, different rotation, different setup to the starting lineup, as they will have no Paige Sporer in the lineup tonight after out for the rest of the year. She missed all of volleyball and basketball last year, getting hurt in the summer with her right knee in the ACL and MCL. Now it's the left knee that is having her out for the rest of volleyball, probably out for all of basketball as well. And a senior that is a really tough and unfortunate for an injury to have for Paige Sporer. Really was, after losing a full year of volleyball, she was playing very good volleyball going into that last weekend. And unfortunately for her, does not get a chance to really get to see the conclusion of her senior year the way she would want to, and will end up having to be a spectator, but just will have to be a great teammate. And as Coach Wheelhouse was talking about in the pregame interview, that it is the pregame interview that she has every capability and every as good of a player she was, she'll be even a better teammate and a better leader off the court too for this Governor team on the bench, and turns into sometimes will turn into another coach. A little bit different perspective from a player's side to be a coach, and that's what Paige Sporer will do. But looking at the lineups, Allie Keys, the 5'8" junior outside hitter, will now be on the middle side, the middle hitter. Sloan Waldron will be a 5'7" senior setter and right side hitter. Alexis Schleckway goes from a defensive specialist and now be an outside hitter, 5'7" senior. Most likely will go and probably rotate mostly all the way around here for this Governor team instead of just playing the back row. Addison Novotny, the sophomore middle hitter, also going over to the outside as well. Sierra Prunty will be outside hitting for this Pierre Governor team as she will make her varsity debut tonight. And then the libero, Hadley Hart, the 5'6" senior. Molly Olson, the 5'6" junior, as well as also Marina Bushbaum, the 5'9" junior. One of those two will have the start depending on where their serve starts. They've got that figured out, but when we talked with Coach Wheelhouse, was waiting to see where the rotation starts, and if it's Olson or if it's Bushbaum that will be out there for the Pierre Governors. For the Washington Warriors, Jersey Peterson, the sophomore middle hitter. Dana Harp, the senior outside right side hitter. Number 10, Emily Ackerman will be the setter. She's a senior. Aubrielle Perry, the outside right side hitter, junior, will also get the start. Chloe Peterson, the middle hitter, also a junior. And then Jay Geary, the outside hitter junior, will be part of that starting lineup. Hannah Nesdahl, the libero, will be wearing number 1 for this Washington Warriors squad as the Governors continue to get warmed up with the Washington Warriors that will come up next. So we're still about 8 minutes away before we get to starting lineups and get into the national anthem and get set for a first serve. You're listening to KCCR Pierre, a Riverfront broadcasting station. Coming up tomorrow, there is no Coach's Corner tomorrow. Out of town yesterday, most of the day today, so we will not have Coach's Corner tomorrow, but it will be, we'll have the Mets and the Padres will be playing in New York with coverage starting at 5:30. So if you tune in for Coach's Corner, you won't hear me talking, but you will hear some baseball getting started with the pregame starting at 5:30 on KCCR. Thursday, we've got Pierre Governor Volleyball, and then we'll have Thursday night football after that. Volleyball, again, scheduled to start at 6:30, and then, but we'll have, after the conclusion of volleyball, we'll jump into Thursday night football on KCCR. Friday, we'll have a Pierre Governor football with them playing Brookings in the homecoming game, and then move into the weekend with some more Pierre Governor sports, as well as also having some college football and, of course, the NFL on Sunday on KCCR. And then I believe just one Monday night game, no doubleheader like we had this past week, yesterday. But we'll have all the NFL coverage that we're able to have on KCCR coming up this weekend again. We're looking for the start of this contest between Washington and Pierre. We'll take another 3-minute break. We'll come back with more of the pregame show after this. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Today's game is made possible by our great local sponsors, like Kathy Sunshine Properties. Whether you're buying, selling, or looking for your forever home, Kathy and her crew are here to help make your move simple and stress-free. With local expertise and commitment to their clients, they are ready to go to work for you. Call 605-224-5588 today or visit contactkathy.com. Kathy Sunshine Properties, turning your dreams into an address.
This fall, Beck Motor Company, your Heartland Chevy dealer, is proud to support our local athletes and all the fall sports that bring our community together. At BMC, we're here to take the stress out of car buying and maintenance. Whether you're in for routine service or looking to drive home in a brand new Chevy, you'll find a team that's honest, helpful, and ready to go the extra mile. Beck Motor Company, we're making a great deal better. www.beckmotors.com.
Becky Potsaba and State Farm Insurance are here to help you with your insurance and banking needs. State Farm's not just insurance. It's banking, investments, IRAs, loans, and a whole lot more. We offer guidance in a personal and caring way that helps you manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and find ways to control costs so you can realize your dreams. We know how life is, and we're here for you. Stop in to see Becky at 1315 East Wells Avenue in Pierre, or call Becky at 224-4173.
You know that feeling when you're exactly where you're meant to be? That's what it feels like to bank at First National Bank Pierre. We're not some big faceless corporation. We're your neighbors. We're the people you see at the grocery store, at the local ball game. We're committed to helping this community grow one person at a time. Need a loan for your new home? Or maybe you're starting that business you've always dreamed of. Our team is here ready to listen and help you find the right financial solution. Because at First National Bank in Pierre, we believe in hometown banking. Visit us at one of our 2 locations in Pierre or our Fort Pierre location. First National Bank, your hometown bank.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Home Care Services is a private agency committed to providing expert advice and specialized care to those who want to remain living independently at home. Home Care Service has a team of nurses, caregivers, and administrative staff that offers 30-plus years of in-home support services to our local communities. For more information about Home Care Services, call 224-2273. Expert advice, professional care. Home Care Services, 224-2273.
We welcome you back as we continue to get ready here for the Pierre Governors and the Washington Warriors. Again, don't forget tomorrow, no Coaches Corner. We'll have Major League Baseball on the air. But we've got Pierre Governor Volleyball Thursday with coverage at 6 o'clock and a 6:30 first serve, followed by the NFL Thursday Night Football. Move into Friday for Pierre Governor Football against the Brookings Bobcats back at home for the homecoming game with coverage at 6:30 and a 7 o'clock kickoff between the Govs and the Brookings Bobcats. This Washington team, as they're right now on the floor getting set for their warming up and finishing up their warm-up, and we're still around another 5 minutes or so away from getting things going, probably closer to 10 minutes away from getting going before we actually get started here on this Tuesday night. But glad you're with us here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. The Governors, they split the weekend, winning against Sturgis in 4 sets and then losing to Spearfish in 4 sets. But the Govs did fight back after going down 2-0 to Spearfish on Saturday, won that 3rd set, and then played tough in that 4th before eventually falling to the Spearfish Spartans, who right now are currently sitting in 7th place, tied for 7th in the standings. You look at who the Pierre Governors have played so far. Their 2 wins. Yes, they've beaten Douglas, and they've also beaten Sturgis. Sturgis is above them in the standings, but they've also played the number 4 team, the number 5 team. They are playing the number 6 team tonight. They're playing both teams that are number 7 right now, so 7 and 8, and then the number 12 team. There's only 1 team below them that they've played so far. That's Douglas. Again, they're right now tied for 16th place, but they've had a tough stretch. They will see Jefferson, who probably will get better at 1 and 2 right now. Brookings is trying to stay around the 500 mark, but they still have Harrisburg, Brandon Valley, and Aberdeen Central coming up over the course of the next several weeks. But then a team like T, who's 0-5, Huron at 2-5, Yankton at 2-6. They will see both those teams. They'll see Huron twice, actually, coming up towards the first part of October and towards the middle part of October. But those games against the lower teams, especially right now where the Governors are sitting, and there's still a long way to go, but those are very important wins to have, so you can keep them below you, keep pushing them below you, and the Governors find themselves moving up the standings and finding themselves in a better spot in the Sodak 16 when it's all said and done. But a game like tonight, if the Governors can come out here and upset the Washington Warriors, if they're looking at Harrisburg next Tuesday, or looking at Aberdeen Central on the road on Tuesday, or this coming Thursday, all of a sudden this Governor team can take advantage of a team that's got lack of focus. And if they can do that, the start, Coach Schroeder, we talked about how key it is for them to have a start, not just have a good start, but have a good middle part of the game. Well, the Governors can have a good start with this new rotation. That momentum can carry in through that middle part of the game and maybe create some doubt in place of the Washington Warriors, who feel like they're probably coming in here and they're thinking, well, we're going to play 3 sets and we're going to get a win and we're going to go to 5-1 the season. Governors play with the house's money. I think there's probably a lot of people that might be saying that, but all it takes is the girls in green to make that happen tonight, that it doesn't become just a 3-set match, or the 3-set match in the favor of the Pierre Governors. We will take one more break. We'll come back and have starting lineups. We will have first serve back in 3 minutes as you're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Hi, I'm South Dakota Attorney General Marty Jackley. If you are a crime victim, there is a way you can stay updated on your case. Crime victims can access the statewide Automated Victim Information and Notification System, or SAVIN. This free service provides victims with important criminal information and notifications. For more information, call 1-844-299-4608 or go to savin.sd.gov.
Looking for a pharmacy that truly cares? At Vilas Pharmacy, we're committed to providing the best for your healthcare needs. We offer competitive pricing in all your prescriptions, ensuring you get great value without compromising on quality. Conveniently located right here in Pierre, getting your medications is always easy. Plus, you'll experience truly personalized service from our friendly and knowledgeable team. We're here to help you every step of the way. Make the switch to a pharmacy that puts you first. Visit us online at vilaspharmacy.com or call us today at 605-224-0907. James Valley Landscape and Solutions, creating breathtaking spaces. All because of them, with 40 years of experience and the best landscaping team in the business, hired them to create spaces unimaginable. For a career with great benefits and a rewarding salary, let them hire you. James Valley Landscape and Solutions.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre is proud to sponsor today's game. Whether you're in the market for a brand new Ford, Lincoln, or Toyota, or a quality pre-owned vehicle, our team is here to get you back on the road in style. From tough trucks to family SUVs, we've got the selection you need and the hometown service you deserve. Browse online anytime at CapitalCityFordToyota.com. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, where community drives us forward.
Planting for next year is right around the corner. But do you know how much nutrients your crops will need? Fall soil sampling with CHS River Plains can help you look at each field's nutrient carryover, provide you with a more accurate farm plan, and allow you to take a position on those nutrients needed when you see fit. Plus, it'll make your life easier next spring when the planters are ready to roll and you don't have to wait. Contact your local CHS River Plains agronomist today, and we'll get the pickup headed your way.
As we welcome you back, we are ready to go for the Pierre Governors and the Washington Warriors on this Tuesday evening. And again, we go to the starting lineups one more time. We'll first start with the Pierre Governors, who are wearing the green jerseys as they have the white sleeves on. Allie Hart, the libero, is wearing the white jersey. So it tells you that the 5'6" senior libero is Allie Hart. Allie Keys is the 5'8" junior outside hitter. Number 7, Slow Waldron, the 5'7" senior center right side hitter. Keys has also moved to the B as a middle hitter. Lexus Schleckway is the 5'7" senior defensive specialist outside hitter for tonight. Aston Novotny wearing number 17, a sophomore middle hitter that will be on the inside or the outside tonight. Number 10, Sierra Prunty, a sophomore that will be an outside hitter for the Pierre Governors. And it will be Marina Bushbaum that will get the start as well, the 5'9" junior right side hitter. So we'll see Molly Olson, of course, but Bushbaum will be the starter based on who will get the first serve. For the Washington Warriors, they will go with Jersey Peterson, the sophomore middle hitter. Dana Harp, the senior outside hitter, right side hitter. Number 10, Emily Ackerman, the senior setter. Number 11, Aubrielle Perry, the outside hitter junior. Number 13, Chloe Peterson, the junior middle hitter. And number 19, Jade Geary, the junior outside hitter, with Hannah Nesdahl being the libero for the Washington Warriors. And she will wear the black jersey with the rest of the Washington Warriors wearing their home white jerseys. So those are your starting lineups. As again, it is going to be Peterson, Harp, Ackerman, Perry, Peterson, and Geary. And then it will also be for the Pierre Governors, Keys, Waldron, Schleckaway, Marina Bushbaum, Novotny, Prunty, and Hart, the libero, with Nesdahl being the libero for the Washington Warriors. So about 45 minutes behind schedule. We are just about set and ready to go for our first serve between Pierre Governors and the Washington Warriors. Settle in. It should be a good one tonight between the Governors and the Washington Warriors. Pierre is looking for a chance to get a win for the first time in a long time against this Washington Warrior team. The Governors a couple years ago at home had that, I believe they won the first set. They had won a set for the first two sets. One of the first two sets against Washington. But the Warriors were just been too much at that time. So the Governors are ready to go. We'll see where Hadley Hart goes in place of. I would say probably will go in for replace Allie Keys, who's in the middle of the floor on the back row. And we'll see where Hannah Nesdahl checks in at for the Washington Warriors. So Nesdahl will go in, and she will take the place of number 4, Jersey Peterson. And now they will have Hart go in, and she will take the place of number 10, Sierra Prunty. So Sloan Waldron will go back to serve first, the Pierre Governors and the Washington Warriors. And wait a little bit longer for this one. The sophomore girls, the Pierre Governors, winning in 3 sets, coming back and winning that second set, and then winning that third set over Washington. Waldron will serve first as we are underway. Here to start things out, Jade Geary with the opportunity, and then this one will be blocked, but it will stay on the Governor's side. I believe that came from Chloe Peterson to get us rolling with the first kill. To Chloe Peterson. I was going to say Chloe Peterson. They had Emily Ackerman on there, but Ackerman is serving. Diving for it was hard. That one came across by Novotny. Now comes down near side, right down the line, and there's another quick kill. Aubrielle Perry makes it 2-0. And Perry quickly, and that's going to be the big thing for Washington, is they get about 40 kills per match. They are a heavy hitting team, even if they're not as heavy hitting as they once were. They are still a heavy hitting team. Bushbaum with the reception, but it's an overpass. It goes over the net. This one will come down. This was tipped, and a quick kill for Dana Harp, and it's now a 3-0 lead. Harp, Aubrielle Perry, and Chloe Peterson. Jerry leads all hitters, but those are the next 3 in order. And the serve will go into the net from Ackerman. Service error to get the Governors on the board. Alexis Schleckaway will serve second here for Pierre. That far side of the court. Nesdahl will receive, set by Ackerman, then tipped over the net down the line by Harp. But it's dug out by Waldron. Now far side, Prunty. That one got to the corner, but it was just a hit too high and too far. And it does go out as Prunty quickly gets into work in her varsity debut and ends up hitting it too far out. So Ivy Friesman will come in, the junior defensive specialist. He might also be the libero at times, or is listed as a libero. Here is now Bushbaum that puts it in the left hand and puts it in the net. And it's quickly 5-1. So Bushbaum with a hitting error. The Governors with 2 hitting errors in the first 5 points for the Warriors. Friesman will serve again. Prunty will receive. Didn't receive it all that great, but it doesn't go over on a free ball from Waldron. Got it to the back row. Comes near side Peterson. That will be tipped and then skips off the hands of Allie Keys. And Chloe Peterson makes it 6-1. I think that Jay Jerry that got the kill. It was number 19, not number 13. Friesman another serve, the 6-1 lead for Washington. Bushbaum, that's another free ball for Washington. Far side the attack, Keys with the dig, but Novotny hadn't been able to turn around quickly enough to see the ball coming that way, as Dana Harp will get the kill to make it 7-1. And now we'll see Ellen Hart check in for the first time. So we've got 2 Harts on the back row for the Pierre Governors. As Harp had the kill, now it's Hart, and she watches that one sail along, does Ellen Hart, as they try to attack her first, and Ivy Friesman has a service error, the second one for Washington. And both points have come on service errors from Washington for the Pierre Governors. Novotny with the serve, that one will go out. That one came from Dana Harp again, and she got her first inning error, and the Governors have scored back-to-back points. And Allie Keys will check back in for Ellen Hart. So Harp now has her first hitting error. Novotny with the serve. That one down the middle of the floor, and that one will go down for a kill. That one came from Chloe Peterson, her second. And Chloe, along with Jersey Peterson, but Chloe with a heavy hit. And it's Chloe Peterson that will serve here for Washington. 8-3 lead of the American Family Insurance. Brittany shuffled by and scoreboard. Waldron will set for Prunty. That one again ended up going too far. She tried to go cross court with it. Coach Schroeder ended up making the catch. It's now 9-3. And Prunty's got 2 hitting errors here in the first set. Got to see that first one fall, and then they can start maybe flowing in for Prunty. 6-point lead for Washington. Bushbaum with the serve, got it across on the overpass. This will be set near side for Jay Jerry, and she'll go cross court and get the kill to make it 10-3. Jerry's got her second kill, and a timeout will be taken by Coach Carey Wheelhouse. 10-3 lead for the Washington Warriors of the Pierre Governors. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on KCCR. You're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisors understand this. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Governor Athletics on KCCR. Go Govs! For all your investment needs, call or stop by one of our offices to visit with your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
As we welcome you back, it is a 10-3 lead on the American Family Insurance. Brittany shuffled by a scoreboard, and the sound system here sounded like it was going out for a second. Either that or they decided, hey, let's turn the music up really, really loud when we start it, and then we'll turn it back down after some very loud notes to start. But out of the timeout, Governors are down by 7, 10-3. Chloe Peterson will serve, as is Lola Keenels that will receive it. Waldron will set Bushbaum's left-handed attack. That'll be a kill for Marina Bushbaum. Make it now 10-4, the first kill of the evening for the Pierre Governors. Ivy Friesman tried to get the one-handing diving dig, but Bushbaum gets the kill. And it's now a 10-4 game. And Molly Olson is back to serve here for the Pierre Governors. Olson, the 5'6" junior setter. Her first serve. It'll be Friesman that will receive. Set by Ackerman. Tipped over the wall of the Governors, and it will go down for a kill for Dana Harp, as Hallie Hart just couldn't quite dive in time to get it. And it's 11-4. Harp's got 3 kills here early on. They already have 8 kills in total by 4 different players. As now Harp is serving, and that will be an ace as it goes, hits the back line, and it's now 12-4. first ace from either side. And an 8-point lead for Washington here in set number 1. Harp, another serve. Hart will receive this one. Olsen now will set, and the attack from Keys was dug out, and then Waldron set it too far away from anybody for the Governors. And the pass ended up being a point for Washington. The pass was too far for even Hadley Hart to go get it and try and free ball it out. Dana Harp will serve again, 13-4. They attack Hart another time. Olsen will set for now Waldron, who will put it into the net. And it's now 14-4. Waldron now with those 2 hitting errors. Makes it 14-4, a 10-point lead for Washington in set number 1. Starting to get to that midway point. This one will be out. And that's a break for the Governors. Where we're sitting at here for, the cameras tilted a little bit. You kind of see it there as well. But that one was pretty close to being in. But the Governors will take it as Hadley Hart will serve. Nesdahl will receive. Ackerman with the set. Missed the play of the set, but it was more of a free ball over from Jersey Peterson. And then off the net, but it will be a net violation against the Governors. It was in for a kill, but Allie Keys was into the nets, and it's now 15-5. So a 10-point lead again for the Washington Warriors. That's a tough one. Jay Jerry, the 5'11" junior outside hitter. As she serves from right to left on your radio dial. Olsen will set now for Keys. That one skipped off the net. That one looked like it skipped off of the left side of her hand. And Keys will pick up the hitting error. And it's now a 16-5 game in set number 1 for the Washington Warriors. They lead by 11, first to 25, have to win by 2. Jay Jerry on the serve. Schleckway can't handle it cleanly, and it turns into an ace for Jay Jerry. And the second timeout taken by Coach Kerry Wheelhouse. 17-5. Washington leads over Pierre. Back in 30 seconds on KCCR, and watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
People helping people.
Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
As we welcome you back, it is a 17-5 lead in American Family Insurance. Brittany Shuffle by scoreboard. Pierre Governors down by 12 in set number 1. Jen Brazilius back at the station. John McClure with you on this Tuesday night. 3 kills for Dana Harp. She's got the match high right now, but Chloe Peterson and Jay Jerry each with 2, and Abrielle Perry with a kill as well. And the Governors have Marina Bushbaum with the only kill so far. And they're at 5 points as Jerry will serve. The overpass on the serve reception got across, and now it's going to be pushed over, dug out by Molly Olsen, and then down the line from Schleckaway, dug out by Jerry. Middle of the floor, that is going to be tipped and down. Nearly a block for Keys. Waldron couldn't put the hand to it, and it turns into a point for Jersey Peterson. And it'll be her first kill of the night, 18-5. Governors down by 13 now here in set 1. Jerry again will serve for Washington. The 13-point advantage. Olsen will set. Near side for Keys. Tipped off the hands. That'll be a kill for Allie Keys, as trying to get the kill was Perry. And it kind of rolled off of her hand awkwardly, where she was the only play to make, and nobody could get over to her. As Keys is now serving for the Governors. Near side, that'll be dug out on a Perry attack. This is going to be over. That's going to be a misplay on a dig. Alexis Schleckway will get the kill. Diving was Nesdahl in front of Jerry, and I think Nesdahl and Jerry end up hitting arms just a little bit. That turned into a point for Pierre, and it's 18-7. As Schleckway will get the kill. Keys will get on the serve. This is blocked to the net by Novotny. And then miscommunication by the Washington Warriors, and the Governors have scored a couple times here. Turns into an 18-8 game. Pierre scored 3 in a row. They pull within 10 as Keys again will serve. So the back row is received by Harp. Near side, that attack is dug out by Hadley Hart. Olsen over from Schleckaway. Nesdahl will slide in. Good pass to Ackerman, the setter. That one was blocked by the Governors. Ackerman now will set here to the near side as Perry again got dug out by Hart. This turns into a free ball for the Governors. Second hit attack by Olsen, and it turns into a kill for Molly Olsen to make it 18-9. Washington was getting a little out of system. Olsen recognized it, forced a little bit of chaos on the other side, and Olsen gets the kill to make it now a 9-point game as the Govs have scored 4 in a row. Another key serve. This will be on the attack and off the block. Jersey Peterson will get the kill, and it's 19-9. Pearson's got her second one, but she is, until now, when she goes out of the ball game, has been really used a lot for this Warrior team. Hannah Nesdahl with the serve, and Governors nearly had misplayed. Ellen Hart back into the game, but she's able to get that free ball over. Second hit attack. Ackerman will get the kill. Right in the campfire, 2 Governors went diving for it, and Ackerman, the setter, will have her first kill of the night. And it turns into the 6th different Warrior that has a kill in the first set here this evening. 20-9 with American Family Insurance. Brittany shuffled by a scoreboard. Nesdahl will hit that one long, and the Governors will pick up another point to make it 20-10. That's a 4th service error by the Washington Warriors here in set 1.
Serving for the Governors, number 7,
Sloan Waldron is serving here for Pierre. That one is right down the line, and Harp had to play it. Now it'll be tapped down the line, and Waldron with the dig. Schleck away. That is Nesdahl with the diving dig. Perry's chance is blocked by the Governors. Now it goes back for Perry. Tipped by the Governors, and Ellen Hart just couldn't quite make that extra step. And Perry gets a kill. And Perry's got her second kill to make it 21-10. 11-point lead here for the Warriors. No timeouts remaining in this first set for the Governors. As Ackerman serves, Waldron will set Novotny's chance. That was blocked. Came back to the Governors' side. Tipped over the net. That'll be a kill for the Governors. I believe that was Alexis Schleckaway that got that kill to make it now 20-11. It was Schleckaway, her second of the night. And now she goes back to serve. 10-point lead for Washington. Nearly turned into an ace. Governors almost didn't get back on the overpass, and Schleckway had the overpass back. And it turns into a point for Liliana Roland Colin. No, excuse me, that's Chloe Peterson. I'm looking at the wrong number. Chloe Peterson's got her third kill. Roland Colin's the number 12. Peterson number 13. Near side, Bushbaum with the right hand. That will make that Novotny with the right hand. Turns into the kill, make it 22-12. And Addison Novotny's got her first kill. And Pierce, again, still down by 10, but running out of time. They can't trade point for point right now. They need a huge run. Get themselves back into this first set. Novotny with a soft serve. Jerry had to dive for it. Back row attack is hit out by Harp. It is 22-13. Just the second hitting error by Washington tonight. Both by Harp, and the Govs are down by 9. That one skips on the net. That'll be an ace for Addison Novotny to make it 22-14. So Novotny, who has a kill, now has a service ace. First one for the Govs. 8-point advantage now for Washington. Ackerman will set middle of the floor, dug out, back across. Waldron had the dig. They'll go down the right side, and no one there for the Governors. Easy pickings for Washington and Dana Harp, make it 23-14. Well, the Keenals will check in for Addison Novotny. Harp's now got her fourth kill. And this will be out by Chloe Peterson on the serve. Another service error. The fifth one of the first set. And it's 23-15. Pierce down by 8. All right, now would need about a 5-0 run. Another 5 points, 6-0 run before Washington would score. This will be hit out by number 4 in Jersey Peterson to make it 23-16. Third hitting error for Washington. First one by Peterson. Now a 7-point game. Olsen serving again. Ackerman will set. Jay Jerry tried to have it blocked by Keys and Waldron, but it stayed on the Governor's side. And Jerry with a heavy hit gets her third kill, and it's 24-16. 8-point lead for Washington. Set point. Dana Harp will serve that one out to make it 24-17, and now Pierre will need an 8-0 run, but they got the first one. As Harp has her second service error. Hadley Hart, the lefty on the serve. That turns into an ace to make it 24-18. Second service ace for the Governors. Hart's the team leader in aces. Picked up 4 in one set. How about another 3 here for Hart? Ackerman, though, will set Harp back row attack. Hits it out, and it's 24-19. Third hitting error from Dana Harp, and the Governors aren't going away quietly in this first set. Still down by 5. They still got to score 5 in a row. As Hart, that one will be another ace for Hadley Hart. 24-20. And Coach Schroeder's closing in on having to take a timeout right now. Will not take one yet, but it's 24-20. We'll see if the Governors, if they score another one, if there is a timeout that's called by Schroeder. Near side, Jay Jerry, not going to happen. Jay Jerry gets the kill and gets the game-winning point to win at 25-20 in set number 1, as she picked up her 4th kill in that first set. 25-20, Washington beats Pierre in set number 1. Good fight for the Governors, but nothing more that they could do in that first set. 25-20 in the first set. Back in 2 minutes with set number 2. You listen to Pierre Governor Volleyball on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
Is it time for a fresh look underfoot? Tired of worn out carpets or outdated flooring? Then you need to visit Country Carpet and Flooring in Pierre. We're your local experts for every style. From plush carpets and durable laminates to elegant hardwoods and luxury vinyl. Discover hundreds of options from top name brands, all with our friendly expert service. Visit Country Carpet and Flooring at 414 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre or call us at 605-224-9297. Country Carpet and Flooring. Your floor, your style, our expertise.
Have you assessed the condition of your roof at your home or business? Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters can help. Since 2010, Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters has been helping their customers in Pierre, Fort Pierre, and all surrounding areas. With over 20 years experience, the professionals at Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters know how to get the job done. Specializing in all types of roofing, they'll make sure to find the right fit for you and your home. Give them a call at 605-280-9797 or get a free quote on their website at dakotastormroofing.com. Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters. Reliable roofing for your peace of mind.
Back here at Washington High School for the start of the second set. Pierre Governors fall in the first one, 25-20 to the Washington Warriors. 16 kills in that first set for Washington alone. 16 of the 25 points come from kills for the Washington Warriors. They got 2 service aces, their 6 hitting errors, and then end up being a misplay by the Pierre Governors. Actually, the net violation, one net violation by the Pierre Governors leads to the 25 points for Washington. Governors had 6 kills, but 6 hitting errors. 4 hitting errors in total for Washington that first set. So Pierre Governor team battled in that first set and didn't quit in that first set. They're down 15-5 at one point. They're down 18-5 at one point. It was a 13-point lead, and Washington only needed 7 more points. Well, Pierre scored then 15 out of those next 22. Too big of a hole to come back from, but found themselves in a pretty good spot. Much better than what it could have been in that first set. Ackerman on that first set. A couple of sets from Washington. Nice diving play from Waldron. Hart will get it over on a free ball. Ackerman will set. That one barely tipped over the net. It was a misplay from Chloe Peterson, but she was able to get the tip in time before she came down too far and got it over the net, and it turns into a point for Chloe Peterson. And Peterson has her 4th kill of the night. As Ackerman will serve another time. That's an ace. It was misplayed by Waldron. It's 2-0 lead, and the first service ace for Chloe Peterson, 3rd overall tonight for Washington. Quick 2-0 score on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. Ackerman on the serve. Olsen will set back for Waldron. That one skipped off the net on the Pierce side and went over on that Washington side. This one's tipped off the block, and it goes out of play. And a point and a kill for Perry, her 3rd. And it's now 3-0 for Washington in set number 1. Washington's jumping out to an early lead again. As Ackerman will serve. Keys with the reception. And then we get a net violation against Molly Olsen, who was trying to play it off the net. She did, but ran into the net. And it's now a 4-0 lead for Washington here in set number 2. Coach Kelly Schroeder talked about it in the pregame about they can't have a mid-game lull for Washington. This one got over the net, and now it's going to be a hitting violation against the Pierre Governors against Olsen. It's now 5-0 for Washington. So that's her first hitting error. Ackerman will serve again. Maybe a little bit of a late set lull for Washington. This is an overpass in the reception. The Governors are able to dig it out on an opportunity for Washington. And it's Alexa Schleckway that will get the kill, the point, to get the Governors on the board to make it 5-1. Schleckway's got her 3rd kill. 4-point lead now for Washington as the Governors are on the board for the first time in set number 2. Waldron will serve. Got it across, and there's an ace for Sloan Waldron to make it 5-2. So Waldron gets her first ace. And for the Governors, ace number 4 on the night. Back-to-back points for Pierre, and they're trying to eat away at the 5-0 lead for Washington. As Waldron again from left to right on the serve. It is Perry that receives it. Now the attack from Harp, and Ellen Hart can't dig it out, and it's 6-2. 5th kill for Dana Harp. Ellen Hart's the sophomore defensive specialist. Hadley Hart, the senior libero for the Governors. This will go to Hadley on the serve. This will be on the far side for Bushbaum. The left hand stayed inside the antenna. Here near side. That's the attack. Hart's able to dig that out. Hadley Hart, that is. Bushbaum, another left-hand attack on the other side of the floor. And there's Marina Bushbaum's 2nd kill to make it 6-3. She had the hit on the left side and then came from that left hand on the right side. And no chance for Washington to dig it out cleanly. And Bushbaum's gotten her 2nd kill as Alexis Schleckaway. This will be near side. That one is a net violation against the Governors. Would have been a kill anyway for Geary. All it does is take away that kill for Geary. 7-3 lead for Washington here in set number 2. Chloe Peterson is back to serve for the Washington Warriors. And Misplay from Sierra Prunty and Ellen Hart. Both backed away from the ball thinking the other was going to get it. And it's Chloe Peterson with the ace, which will be now her second ace. It's an 8-3 lead. Here is now Waldron. Hadley Hart with the back row attack. Middle of the floor, a chance from Jersey Peterson. And then this will be hit out. And it's 8-4. Eight 8-4 lead. Novotny on the serve. Far side the attack from Harp. That's dug out by Waldron. Hadley Hart for Prunty. Two-hand got it over the net, but Ackerman was able to dig it out. Nesdahl will set. Jay Geary the opportunity. That will go several rows up the stands, and Jay Geary gets the kill to make it now 9-4. Geary's fourth kill of the night. 5-point lead for Washington here in set 2. Dana Harp will serve. That will be on the line. It was, I'll say it will be a point for the Governors because it was hit out. It was in on the end line, but out here on the sideline. And so that's a service error for Washington. 9-5 score. Governors are down by 4. Geary put it into the net. Would have been a point for the Governors, but it turns into a net violation as Waldron was the one that got into the net, and it's now 10-5. It's a tough break for Pierre, who, when Washington's making a mistake, you can't make a mistake on top of it, but unfortunately it did. So it's now a 5-point lead for Washington, up 10-5 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. Olsen set it over the net, as it was Peterson that put it back and gets the point to make it 11-5. And the Governors are now down by 6. That back row right now is Keenels, Hadley Hart, and Waldron. In the front row of Keys, Prunty, and Olsen. And the ace will come from Chloe, make that Jade Geary, make it now 12-5. And the second ace now from Geary. Geary will serve on the jump serve, skipped off the net. Olsen couldn't play it cleanly, and it's another ace to make it 13-5. And an 8-point lead here for Geary. Third ace, second in a row. And it's 13-5 with American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. Geary on the serve again. Keenels will receive it, but it went into the net, and it's another ace. Third straight ace here for Geary, and a timeout will be taken by Coach Gary Wheelhouse. 14-5 with American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back, the sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good, solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
We welcome you back. It is a 14-5 lead on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard for the Washington Warriors. They took the first set 25-20. And now here in set number 2, have picked up a 9-point lead. Coach Kara Wheelhouse took her first time out after 3 straight aces from the Washington Warriors, and Jay Geary, who will go back to serve coming out of the timeout. Pierre will take on Lincoln on Thursday. We'll have coverage starting around 6 o'clock and a 6:30 first serve. Their homecoming game, first one in quite some time during homecoming week. The Governors have been able to be home. Geary on the serve. Keenels with the reception. And then again, miscommunication by the Governors. Olsen had to give a free ball back to Washington. And then right down the line, the right arm of Perry That was loaded the arm and fired away by Perry. And Olsen had no chance. Perry's now got 4 kills. And it's a 15-5 lead. Jerry serves that one into the net. First service error of this second set. Make that second service error of this set. And make it now a 8 overall. That's the first one for Jerry. Hart on the serve. Nesdahl will receive. Near side. That one up high in the air. Good dig for the Governors. Olsen will have to give a free ball. This will be set. Ackerman dumps it over and dumps it down for a point for Ackerman to make it 16-6. And Ackerman's got her second kill. Hannah Nesdahl will serve, the libero for Washington. And that will be served right into the net to make it now 16-7. Back-to-back service errors for Washington. Her second one for Nesdahl. 16-7. Governors are still down by 9 here in the second set. Allie Keys will serve. This will be set by Ackerman. That attempt by Peterson was dug out and then put into the net by Schleckaway on the ensuing opportunity for Pierre. And Schleckaway has her first hitting error of the night. 17-7 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Ackerman on the serve. Waldron, Hart, and now Waldron again. That one's blocked at the net, and Novotny wasn't ready for that opportunity to be coming right back to her. And it turns into the first block point of the night between Chloe Peterson and Dana Harp. We'll give that, I believe, to Peterson was the one that had it. So another serve from Ackerman. Ellen Hart will receive. This will be Nesdahl, far side. Harp's attempt. Hart is there to dig it out. Now Novotny taps it over the wall. Was able to be dug out by Ackerman. This hit will get to the back row, but Ellen Hart is there again. Far side for Schleckaway. Down the line, Ackerman is able to dig it out. Diving play by Nesdahl, and a free ball coming to the Governors. Olsen, second hit over. Pancakes on the floor from Nesdahl, and it gets to the corner for the Governors. Another free ball chance, though. Olsen for Waldron. Just got it over, and Hart plays it up in the air. It's set back to Harp. That one will be landing in front of Ellen Hart, and a big point win for Washington. And Dana Harp ends up making it a 6th kill of the night. And Nesdahl with the pancake to keep the point alive. That's a huge, huge play. And they're looking for a check to make sure they're in the right rotation. And it will be a serve upcoming from Emily Ackerman, the setter. Waldron. This will be Olsen now for Waldron. That one was blocked. Now Waldron will set over for Schleckaway. Second hit by Washington after his first initially touched. Harp got it over. Hadley Hart with a good pass up for Novotny after the set from Olsen. After it was blocked, it came back across by the Governors. Olsen's second hit attack. That will turn into a point. It was frantic pace back and forth with not using all 3 hits, and Olsen says, let's send it to the corner. And she picks up the kill to make it 19-8. Second time that Olsen has done that for her second kill tonight. And here is Sloan Waldron that will serve. Right down the line. Overpass on the reception. It was sent back by the Governors, but dug out by Washington, and that lands on the line. And a kill for Perry, her 5th of the night. And it's now 20-8. Pierre does have a timeout remaining, but they trail by 12 here in set number 2. Ivy Friesman. Friesman on the serve. Bushbaum. Waldron will set. It'll be hit over by Bushbaum. Again, miscommunication turns into a free ball. Ackerman will set, and that will be another kill for Chloe Peterson. Middle of the floor to make it 21-8. A 13-point lead for Washington, and Coach Wheelhouse might just let this one fall through. Does have a timeout left, but might just put it in the back pocket. Friesman on the serve. Waldron now over from Novotny. Ackerman. That will go down. The Governors couldn't get over to try and make a block attempt. And it turns into Dana Harp getting a kill, and Coach Wheelhouse still will take one of those 2 timeouts, her second one. And it's 22-8 for Washington here on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. We'll take a 30-second break. Listen to Pierre Governor Volleyball on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention, it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
As we welcome you back, it is a 22-8 lead on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard for the Washington Warriors, who took the first set 25-20 and are now 3 points away from taking a second set win over this over this Pierre Governor team. As it is Ivy Friesman that will serve again for Washington. That will be served out, and it's now 22-9. And Friesman will have her first, make that her second service error. She had one in set 1. Now Alexis Schleckway on the serve. This will be Ackerman. That one is off the block, and another point for Chloe Peterson to make it 23-9. Her 6th kill. And a 14-point lead in this second set. And here is Chloe Peterson. Waldron for Prunty. That one pushed across, and Jay Geary has it. Now back to Geary. And that will turn into another kill from Geary to make it 24-9. She now has 6 kills. And it's a dogfight for that lead. 7 kills for Dana Hart, but a couple with 6 for Peterson and Geary. Set point for the Warriors. Push bomb, pops it high over. And it'll be over. Governors are able to get it back, but it's going to be hit out by Bushbaum. And it's 25-9 in the second set. As Bushbaum will pick up the second hitting error. 25-9 in set 2, and the Governors now are going to have to battle all the way back, down 2-0. Back in 2 minutes, you're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
At Wheelhouse Auto Body, we believe in treating our customers and their cars like family. Our service-focused team has over 50 years combined experience in the automotive repair industry. If you have a vehicle, big or small, that needs some TLC, Wheelhouse Auto Body team is ready to take care of you. Visit Wheelhouse Auto Body at 720 North Garfield or contact us at 605-494-0436. Wheelhouse Auto Body of Pierre.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
For over 60 years, Ferding Electric has been powering homes and businesses across central South Dakota. When you need reliable electrical service, trust the experts with decades of experience. Whether it's a simple residential repair, a complex commercial installation, or even electrical work on your farm, Ferding Electric has you covered. And if you're tired of searching everywhere for that hard-to-find bulb, Ferding Electric carries a wide selection of bulbs, including those hard-to-find fluorescent and specialty options. Visit us at 2903 East Elizabeth Street or call today, 605-224-8684. Venture Communications has deep roots in rural South Dakota. Venture now proudly provides fiber to the home with 100% of our customers, enabling them to enjoy super fast and reliable internet connections. We'd like the opportunity to keep you in touch with the people and resources that matter most. 100% fiber and 100% committed to rural South Dakota. Call Venture Communications today at 605-852-2224, 605-852-2224, or online at venturecom.net.
We welcome you back. It is set number 3 upcoming here for the Pierre Governors. Down by 2 to the Washington Warriors, as it was a 25-20 and 25-9 win in those 2 sets for the Washington Warriors, as they have now 28 kills through 2 sets, just 4 hitting errors. Did not have any hitting errors in that second set. 9 kills and 9 errors for the Governors. They have not had a service error yet, have 4 total service aces. 7 aces after 5 in the second set for Washington. They have a total of 10 service errors through 2 sets. So the Pierre Governors will try and come all the way back as they are trailing 2-0 right now. And they will get the first serve in set number 3. And they will start with Sloan Waldron, Ellen Hart, Sierra Prunty. Prunty will come out. Then the front row will be Schleckaway, Novotny, and Bushbaum. Nesdahl, Harp, and number 11, Perry in the back row. Ackerman, Peterson, and Geary on that front line as we're underway here in the third set. Waldron will serve first. Geary from the back row hits it out behind that 10-foot service line, and the Governors will open up with a 1-0 lead on just the first hitting error of the night for Jay Geary and the first hitting error for Washington since the first set. Waldron again will serve right over the net. Comes back across. Bushbaum, that left-hand attack. Washington put it right back for the Governors. So now Novotny will get her first kill of the night to make it 2-0 here for Pierre. And this is make that her second kill, first one since the first set. But this is where Coach Schroeder has said that they have to be better. A 2-0 lead. They go through the motions thinking that they're just going to win 3-0, and they don't put the pedal down. And we'll see. It's only 2 points in, but we'll see how Washington comes out in this third set. Hadley Hart, Waldron now will set for Novotny. That will be blocked by Chloe Peterson. And it's now a 2-1 game. And the second block shot point, she's got both of them for Washington. And Emily Ackerman will go back to serve. Ackerman goes across. Hadley Hart will play. Goes off the net. That will turn into an ace for Ackerman to make it 2-2. It'll be Ackerman's first ace of the night. 2-2 the American Family Insurance. Brittany shuffled by its scoreboard. Bushbaum, now Waldron. Near side, Schleckaway. That's tipped to the net. Schleckaway again, Waldron. Now Hadley Hart goes way too far on that free ball. And it's 3-2 as that goes out of play. 10th hitting error now by Pierre. They have 10 kills and 10 errors. 6 in the first set on each side, 3 in the second set on each side. Ackerman on the serve. That one is landing well in for an ace. Bushbaum let it go. It's now 4-2. Ackerman has come the quick potential storm. But they've scored now 4 in a row. And it's a 4-2 lead for Washington. Ackerman, that is hard to receive it. Waldron comes over. Novotny put it into the net, but it was touched by Chloe Peterson. Now Schleckaway. That attack goes to the back row, but that's dug out from Harp. Geary's opportunity, that is going to be hit long from Jade Geary, so it's now 4-3. And Pierre pulls within 1. Here's Alexis Schleckaway on the serve. Nesdahl will receive. Ackerman now near side. Perry's opportunity is dug out. Waldron at the net, got it back to Bushbaum at the 10-foot service line, got it across, but dug out by Ackerman. That far side attack, that was touched by Pierre. Nope, they will say it was not touched by Pierre. It's a 4-hit violation against Washington. And it's now 4-4. They've scored back-to-back points. On the serve, oh, that could have been a rotation violation. Here on the near side, down the line, that will be up in the rafters. And net violation, I believe, was the call against the Governors. stayed on that side. It should have still been able to be played, but Washington gets the point and go up 5-4. But I thought it was a rotation violation. And there were a couple of players that were talking to each other, and then they had to quickly move down, and maybe that's where they were supposed to be. As Prunty will go into the net, got the left arm on it, but then can't keep her balance, moves into the net. It's now 6-4. So Washington has scored 2 in a row. After they scored, Governor scored 2 in a row. Washington scored 4 in a row. Pierre scored 2 in a row. And now Washington has got back-to-back points again. Prunty on the reception of the serve. Novotny got it over with 2 hands, got to the scores table, back over, blocked by Novotny. Now Ackerman will be the attack, and that'll be a kill for Chloe Peterson, which will be her 8th of the night, and it's 7-4. Excuse me, make that number 7. She had 3 in set 1 and 3 in set 2. 3-point lead for Washington over Pierre, 7-4 in set number 3, with Washington leading 2-0. Prunty can't receive that one well, and it's going to be another ace for Jade Geary, and it's 8-4. And Geary's now got 5 aces. Ellen Hart to receive it. Waldron now near side. Novotny hit that one too far, but it was touched by Washington. And it will be a point for Addison Novotny on the kill. She'll go out to serve. Allie Keys will check back in for Ellen Hart. As Novotny will hit that one across. Now near side. Touched over the net, played by Bushbaum. Now Keys got it over from the middle side. Now near side, blocked by the Governors. Ackerman, far side at the pin, got it across to Harp. And now Hallie Hart has to free ball it across. Geary now near side, down the line, and it's going to be Perry from Geary. And it's 9-5. Perry feels like she's been a little bit, I wouldn't say non-existent, but a little bit quiet over the last little bit, but she still now has 6 kills in the night. As Chloe Peterson is back to serve. You're listening to KCCR Pierre Riverfront Broadcasting Station as we're past 8 o'clock. And this will be touched by Lola Keenels. It was a late saying it was going to be out, and Keenels just got a piece of it. And Peterson will pick up the ace for 3rd of the night. And it's now a 10-5 lead for Washington. Keenels will receive the serve. Waldron now near side for Bushbaum. That is going to be played and dug out by Washington. Good play from Hart to dig it out. Now Prunty, that one to the corner, and there is Sierra Prunty's first varsity kill to make it 10-6. So she gets on the score sheet for the first time, makes it 10-6 in favor of Washington. And Molly Olson now is back in to serve. Olson on the serve. Could have been a 2-hit violation in the reception, but Harp will get it back. It was blocked by the Governors, hit high up in the air. Ackerman now will set, and into the middle of the floor, Hallie Hart's able to dig it out. Now it will be hit over by Prunty, turns into a free ball. Ackerman, far side, that attack goes down for Harp, and it's 11-6. 8 kills now for Dana Harp, and a 5-point lead for Washington here in set 3. Get a sub checking in. Megan McCloskey, the junior center, will check in. So McCloskey will serve for Washington. Dug out by Waldron, or played by Waldron. Prunty's opportunity. There's a kill for Sierra Prunty on the right side. Makes it now 11-7. And Prunty's got her second. Govs are back down by 4. Hallie Hart is back to serve. Yet, excuse me, she's got 2 aces. Look at, I was going to say yet without an ace, but she does have 2. Nesdahl free ball. Hart Olsen sets it, middle of the floor for Keys, but a hard play and dug out by Nesdahl. Then this one will go down for a kill for number 2, Finley Langenfield. So Langenfeld, excuse me, not Langenfield, Langenfeld, the senior outside hitter, will get the point. And Dana Harp is back to serve. Langenfeld, the senior, gets into this third set, picks up a point. Schleck away, Olsen now near side. Keys, that'll be hit too far from Keys, it is now 13-7. Just the one kill so far for Keys. That one came from the outside. Harp will serve. Keenels can't play it cleanly. Makes it 14-7. And Dana Harp has now got her second ace. 15, make that 14-7 to the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. In set number 3 with Washington leading 2-0. And there's another ace as Keenels can't play that one cleanly. And an 8-point lead. And a timeout will be taken by Coach Kerry Wheelhouse. 15-7, Washington up by 8 here in set 3. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health care is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner, they will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
It is a 15-7 lead, 8-point advantage on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard for the Washington Warriors over the Pierre Governors in this third set. Washington took the first one 25-20, and then won the second set 25-9. So here in set 3, Dana Harp will serve with Washington leading by 8. Harp serve, that is going to be hit too far and an error, makes it 15-8. For Harp, that is service error number 3. Allie Keys will serve, middle of the floor from left to right. Harp to receive it. Ackerman set it, and then the block goes out by the Governors. And it will be a kill for Jersey Peterson, just her third. And it's now a 16-8 lead for Washington. They're closing in just 9 points away from picking up a 3-set sweep of the Pierre Governors. Nesdahl the serve, Hartz to Schleck away, but dug out by Nesdahl. This will be set far side. That one will be off the hands of Schleck away, so it will be a kill again for Washington. And Finley Langenfeld will get her second kill here in this third set. 17-8, 9-point advantage now. Ellen Hart receives. Olsen now near side for Waldron. That will be a kill for Sloan Waldron. Her first of the night. It is 17-9. Waldron does have an ace as she goes back to serve now. But an 8-point advantage for Washington over Pierre, 17-9. On the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Waldron will serve that one into the net. Makes it 18-9. That's just the first service error of the night for Pierre. They've got 4 aces and 1 service error. 9-point advantage for Washington, 18-9. Near side for Schleckaway. That's going to be dug out by Ackerman. And then a two-hand opportunity. Then it came back on the Washington side, high up in the air. Then the Governors will get a block, but it went out. They had a block, but it went out. Jade Jiria will get the kill. And it's 19-9. A 10-point lead now for Washington. I mean, that one had to have gone over the line by centimeters. Waldron will set for Novotny. That's blocked, second opportunity. Almost went down for a point, but Ackerman slid in. Jerry's opportunity easily dug out by Schleckaway. Goes back to Schleckaway, put it with the left hand. It was touched by Washington. Well, probably wasn't going over the net. Then Bushbaum will put it to the bottom of the net to make it 20-9. And the Govs are now down to the final 5 points for Washington to pick up a 3-set win over the Governors. 11-point advantage here for Pierre. Ackerman on the serve. Ellenhart receives. Waldron now near side for Schleckaway. Harp to receive. Ackerman now near side. Jerry, that's an open space, and Jerry's got another kill to make it 21-9. They had 28 kills coming into this third set. They have just 8 in this second one right now, or in this third one. But they are closing in with another 4 kills. They can find another 40-kill night. Waldron, far side, Bushbaum, that's blocked. And the Governors will get a free ball, but Waldron can't quite get enough on it. And it's 22-9. And Waldron will be the unfortunate one to pick up the hitting error, but it was tough for the Governors. Ackerman on the serve. Ellenhart receives. Waldron now middle of the floor. Novotny had it dug out. Far side attempt, and Jersey Peterson will get another kill. This will be Perry gets the kill. And it's 23-9. The Governors are down by 14, and Washington just 2 points away from a 3-set sweep tonight. Ackerman on the serve. Hart will receive. Hadley Hart that was. Ackerman will set it. There's another kill for Chloe Peterson. And there will be now 15 match points for the Washington Warriors to close out a sweep of the Pierre Governors. Ackerman on the serve. Skips it over. Hart got it across, but Chloe Peterson put it back down. And it will be a kill for Chloe Peterson and a 25-9 win in set number 3, just like it was in set 2. And the Pierre Governors will fall tonight to the Washington Warriors in 3. Back in 2 minutes to wrap it up from Washington High School. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
You've changed thousands of diapers, cut hundreds of cross, and played hours of peekaboo and duck duck gray duck because you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Carrie Bauman will help make it easy and affordable to help protect your family no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Carrie Bauman in Pierre today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hello friends, this is Pastor Sam at Faith Lutheran Church. We have many blessings to give thanks. A beautiful city on the river, helpful and encouraging friends and neighbors, and of course, our peer athletes. They're the reason for us being here, so let's help them out. I will be praying for our athletes throughout this season. I encourage you to join me in praying for their health and safety as well as their success, both on the field and in the classroom.
We're Faith Lutheran and we are glad you're here.
As we welcome you back here at the Pierre Governors, they fall tonight to the Washington Warriors in 3 sets. As the Governors will fall 25-20, 25-9, 25-9. As you saw Luke Olson, a former Pierre Governor, waving to the camera on KCCR Sports. We'll wrap things up here quickly and get you back to regular programming here in just a moment. As the Governors, again, they fall in those 3 sets. it was a good first set for the Pierre Governors, but to Washington had 16 kills. They finished with 39 overall. Governors had their most kills in that first set with 6, but finished with 14 in total, as Washington just wore the Governors down in that second and third set. 13 total aces, having 11 of those 13 coming in the sets 2 and 3. And then it was a total of 10 service errors for Washington and 2 block shot points. The leader was Chloe Peterson with 9 kills, 8 for Dana Harp and 8 for Jade Geary. And then 7 for Abrielle Perry. And then 3 for Jersey Peterson, 2 for Finley Langenfeld, and another 2 for Emily Ackerman. Governors were led in kills by Alexis Schleckaway and Asa Novotny, each with 3. 2 for Sierra Prunty, 2 for Marina Bushbaum, 2 for Molly Olson, and 1 for Allie Keys and 1 for Sloan Waldron. As the Governors had 4 aces, as they had 2 from Hallie Hart and then 1 from Waldron and 1 from Novotny. As that was the Governors scoring, as they had just 1 service error that came in that third set. So there's a look at your stats. Pierre Governors will now fall to 2 and 6. They will take on the Lincoln Patriots coming up on Thursday. We'll have coverage starting at 6 o'clock and a 6:30 first serve on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. I want to say thanks to Jen Brazilius back at the station. John Winkler here signing off. Pierre Governors, they fall in 3 sets, 25-20, 25-9, and 25-9, as we say so long from Washington High School.
You've been listening to Pierre Governor Sports on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. The Pierre Governors are brought to you by Bank West, Allied Plumbing, Beck Motors, Home Care Services, Venture Communications, Vilas Pharmacy, Todd's Electric, State Farm Insurance, CHS River Plains, and Zander Auto Parts. And by Wheelhouse Auto Body, Slumberland, SD Savin, Shane's Pharmacy, Kathy Sunshine Properties, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, First Fidelity Bank, Country Carpet and Flooring, and Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping. And by Wagner Auto, Sanford Clinic, the South Dakota Office of Attorney General, Division of Consumer Protection, American Family Insurance, Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, Envirotech, First National Bank, and Faith Lutheran Church. And by Kruger Climate Systems, River Bottom Sanitation, Rising Hope Counseling, Pizza Ranch, Olson Plumbing, Dakota Storm Roofing, Ferding Electric, James Valley Landscaping, Lamb Motors, May Adam, and First Dakota National Bank. And by Owyhee Federal Credit Union, Missouri River Dentistry, Kruger Contracting, Karsten Erickson Roofing, Gales Gas, Edward Jones Financial, and First United Methodist Church. Join us all season for more of the Pierre Governors. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Central.